Good morning. Today is the second Sunday of Advent. We've made it through the first week. Yesterday was our second Sunday of Advent. I hope you had a great time. We're going to get started with continuing our meditations of the road to Bethlehem with St. Alphonsus de Liguori. We're going to light our candles. Again, there'll be 2 candles this week since we're in the second week of Advent. Okay, and we'll jump right in. The love that the Son of God has shown us in the redemption. Consider that the eternal Word is that God, who is so infinitely happy in himself that his happiness cannot be greater than it is, nor could the salvation of all mankind have added anything to it or even diminished it. And yet he has done and suffered so much to save us miserable worms, that if his beatitude, as St. Thomas says, had depended on that of man, he could not have done or suffered more. As if, without him, he could not be happy. And indeed, if Jesus Christ could not have been happy without redeeming us, how could he have humbled himself more than he has done, in taking upon himself our infirmities, the miseries of infancy, the troubles of human life, and a death so barbarous and ignominious? None but God was capable of loving so much, in excess, so wretched sinners as we are, and who were so unworthy of being loved. A devout author says, if Jesus Christ had permitted us to ask of him to give us the greatest proof of his love, who would have ventured to ask of him that he would become like a childlike unto us, that he should clothe himself with all our miseries, and make himself of all men the most poor, the most despised, the most ill-treated, even to being put to death by the hands of executioners, and in the greatest torments upon an infamous gibbet, cursed and forsaken by all, even by his own Father, who abandoned his Son that he might not abandon us in our ruin. But that which we should not have had the boldness even to think of, the Son of God has thought of and accomplished. Even from his childhood, he has sacrificed himself for us to sufferings, to opprobrium, and to death. He loved us and delivered himself for us. He has loved us, and out of love he has given us himself, in order that we, by offering him as a victim to the Father, in satisfaction for our debts, might through his merits obtain from the divine goodness all the graces that we desire. A victim dearer to the Father than if we had offered him the lives of all men and of all the angels. Let us therefore continually offer to God the merits of Jesus Christ, and through them let us seek and hope for every good. Affections and prayers. My Jesus, I should indeed do great injustice to your mercy and your love if, after you have given me so many proofs of the love you bear me and the desire you have to save me, I should still distrust your mercy and your love. My beloved Redeemer, I am a poor sinner, but you have said that you came to seek sinners. I am not come to call the just, but sinners. I am a poor, infirm creature. You came to cure the infirm, and you said, they that are whole need not the physician, but they that are sick. I was lost through my sins, but you came to save the lost. The Son of Man has come to save that which was lost. What then can I fear if I am willing to amend my life and to become yours? I have only myself and my own weakness to fear, but my own weakness and poverty ought to increase my confidence in you, who have declared yourself to be the refuge of the destitute. The Lord has become a refuge for the poor. And you have promised to grant their desires. The Lord hath heard the desire of the poor. Therefore I implore this favor of you, O my Jesus. Give me confidence in your merits, and grant that I may always recommend myself to God through your merits. Eternal Father, save me from hell, and first from sin, for the love of Jesus Christ. For the merits of this your Son, enlighten my mind to obey your will. Give me strength against temptations. Grant me the gift of your holy love, and above all, I beseech you to give me the grace to pray to you to help me for the love of Jesus Christ, who has promised that you will grant to him who prays in his name whatever he asks of you. If I continue to pray to you in this way, I shall certainly be saved, but if I neglect it, I shall certainly be lost. Most Holy Mary, obtain for me this great gift of prayer, and that I may persevere in recommending myself constantly to God, and also to you who obtain from God whatever you will. that, we conclude our second Sunday of Advent meditations. Hope you have a great continual of your day, and we'll pick back up tomorrow morning on the second Tuesday of Advent.